You hear that music in the background? That's Mr. Freddy Powers. And we're going to do the book review of The Spree of 83. I started to say 93. By Freddy and Cathy Powers with Jake Brown. So if you like country music, you like Merle Haggard, you like Willie Nelson, you like all of these guys, and John Rich and Tanya Tucker, and a few others. He was in there, and that's what this book is about.
He was a performer, but he was a songwriter too, and he had a lot of great hits for Merle Haggard and some others.
Yes. So this is Freddy's story about his life in the entertainment business and his struggle with Parkinson's disease until his death. So, and we thank Catherine sent us this book and the CDs, which we loved, and we just want to talk about it because we think it's cool. It has interviews with Merle Haggard in here, Willie Nelson, John Rich, Tanya Tucker, and others. And it includes his young life and how he got started in the industry and meeting all these guys, Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson. Bought him a houseboat.
Yeah.
He had like a...
So they could be kind of together but separate.
Yeah, because they just clicked.
Yeah.
What it was like for them on the road. You know, different stories.
Yeah.
And the stories behind his songs, that's what I thought was interesting. Right. And there's also a photo chapter in here, right in the middle of the book, that I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got all these...
They're older photos. You can
cool
tell.
Photos in here.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty good size book too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hardback. Anyway, and then part of the story is about part of the book is about Catherine and Freddy and how they met and working together and how they started doing charity events.
Right.
So, and one of the charity event stories I thought was I cracked up when I was reading it. They were at a charity event for disabled Olympics.
Right.
And one of the young men was running, and he was running so hard, and Freddie was so upset because he thought this boy was going to fall down.
Right.
So he goes up there, he goes up to him and he goes, Tommy or whatever his name is, slow down, you're going to fall, slow down. And the boy said, but Freddie, this is a waste. So I just thought that was cute. This is a waste, isn't it?
Hey, you don't slow down when you're racing people.
So the whole thing, and the book is not it's not a novel.
No.
It's more like remember back in the days of magazines where people would be interviewed, and so said this, and so that's the way this book is written. So you're going to hear the words
different topics, different times.
Yeah.
The people that they were involved with were, all said certain things.
Right. The people that were there, they made comments on that particular song, story, event.
So it's a different way of doing a biography. It's not novel form.
Right.
No.
So, and I like the stories of the events and what each character in there, Merle or Willie, had to say about this person or the event or the song.
Right.
What I thought was the most interesting was the stories behind the songs.
Right. Very interesting.
And they got some wild stories going on there. So if you're a country music fan, especially the old school country music, then you'll like this book. And you can purchase the book at freddypowers.net. www.freddypowers.net. I'm going to put this
And the
information.
CDs as well.
Yeah, you got. She gave us Freddy Powers, My Great Escape.
And this one is The Hottest Thing in Town by Freddy Powers. So it was very interesting.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of like, you know, what happens behind the scenes,
Yes.
what happens when they collaborated to make a song.
Right.
That type of thing.
Right.
So,
Or what triggered the
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Is what I thought was cool.
yeah. And
And
the words of the songs are in there. You know, so it's very nice.
they still have Freddy Powers Pavilion.
They still hold events.
Yeah, so there's events there. There's picking events and stuff like that.
He hasn't been gone that long. It's only been a couple of years, so.
And she has Facebook pages for Freddy Powers Pavilion, Freddy Powers, and or Catherine Allen Powers. So they're on Facebook too. Let's see. Anyway, he is. This is what Merle Haggard said. Freddy Powers is one of my favorite people in the world. Me and Willie were both in a position to influence him and to guide him a little bit as a songwriter. It's just, and Willie Nelson said he was a great rhythm guitar player and he wrote some great songs with and for Merle.
Yeah, yeah.
So they had some adventures.
Very interesting.
And one of the adventures was, not adventure, but one of the stories I thought was funny was, but I can't remember who it was. This set of people, there was a band. This set of people took off this way to do their smoking because they thought this set of people didn't approve. But this set of people took off doing the same thing. So they all split up doing their thing, thinking the other set of people wasn't going to approve. I thought that was funny. So anyway, if you want to hear some of the things that Merle and Willie and Freddy, he has his stuff in there. And Catherine, she has her stories and stuff in there. So I think it's a cool book. Thank you, Catherine.
Yeah, it was a fun read.
Yeah, interesting for sure.
Yeah. Eye-opening.
Rhonda learned some things.
Always learning.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All I want to do is sing my song. It's the only way to pacify my mind until I'm strong. The very thought of losing you chills me to the bone. All I want to do is sing my song.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, comment, share. Make sure you watch us on Facebook. No, we're really on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. It's busy. And follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+. We have a blog. We're everywhere. Just Google. Go find us. Sassy Silver Sisters. Here we are. And bring your sass.